Welcome into the crypto bunker. Today, I want to talk to you guys about some of the prices that we're seeing, price action that we're seeing in this market. Just want to keep you guys up to date. You know, I apologize. I didn't post a video regarding this earlier. That's why I hope that most of you guys follow my Twitter account at crypto_bunker. Because, you know, I tweeted out a lot of my thoughts about sort of this reversal pattern that we were seeing. And again, I apologize if, if anyone needed me to be posting, because I know that everyone on YouTube is just like parabolic, like we're always going higher. And in crypto, you really have to be able to change your thesis and, on the fly, because you have to just read the charts. We're so early that a lot of times, the charts sort of tell the story because, let's just get into it. So as you can see, this run up here, it was a little bit weird. This was normal, right? We had three massive candles from the bottom here. And then we sort of went sideways, and what I thought it looked like was down here, where we kind of went sideways around the all-time high, and then we exploded. And it started to look like that was what was going to happen, right? But then, we got this candle sort of should have been the telltale sign, actually, right here, when we went up to around 67,000. And then we got rejected hard. So you can see that all the momentum that we lost that week. So usually when you have a healthy looking, bull chart, you don't want to see that much momentum lost on the weekly candle. So it's always about zooming out. And, we lost it, and then we kind of gained it back here because obviously the bears tried to push us down. We caught all the way back up. And then it looked pretty good, but then we got rejected again here. This wasn't a great candle to put in, honestly. We closed, right around the all-time high. We weren't able to push above it. And you can just kind of see, like, we have, we made a really good run. We went from 40K to 69K. I mean, that's a really, really good run. That's like a 75-80% push. And so naturally, you would think if we lost the momentum on the candles, we would then kind of have a reversal. And what I expect is, it depends if we go straight down from here, which I don't think we will. So I think we could catch support around these candles here, which is around 52.5, somewhere in that range, 53. But we're forming this ascending wedge. And what this really proves out is that the parabolic thesis was wrong, and we need to accept that. We need to plan for that. We need to understand that this could be some painful times where we kind of just bounce around in this range for a while. It could be months of just bouncing around. And even worst case, we could come all the way down to this massive bull market support, which is around 40K. That's obviously worst case. That would be like very lengthening cycles. That would push us out like a long way. But the good thing is that the longer that we can stay in these ranges, the more chance that we have of going higher once we do sort of break free. And so you kind of have to just look at it as an opportunity to accumulate more. And obviously none of this is financial advice. Try to always tell you guys that. And obviously, like my Matic trade that I tried to give out didn't really work out. At the time it looked good, and the market looked good. Matic is still something that, to be honest, I'm looking forward to being able to accumulate more. And I hope that we can stay in these ranges. As you can see, it's sort of a similar line, full bull market support around $1. And this wedge support is around 134. I think for altcoins, all bets are off. It's super early days. We need to understand that this could, we could come all the way back down to $1. Who knows what we could go to if we get into like a little bit more of a sell-off situation. So just giving you guys an update, make sure you have cash on the side to be able to buy these dips. I mean, obviously today's a day you probably want to be buying just because not financial advice, but we crash, 10 to 15%, you're really going to try to look to buy. And, Ethereum honestly has always kind of it's been looking better than Bitcoin for a while now. And I don't really expect that to change. So the bottom of this range is around, if we went straight down, obviously it's like 3,500, which would be fine with me. If we went a little bit sideways, I think we catch support from like 3,700 to around 4K. And then we might just bounce around in this range and then we might go. Because I just don't think we have enough macro support around these levels. Like if you look, like what are we catching support on right now? We're catching support on this wick and this wick. It doesn't really make sense. We have a lot more support down in these ranges at this point, and especially down at these ranges, we formed a lot of support through this entire range here. So look for us to come down somewhere in these ranges. Obviously, full bull market support would be around like 2,500. That would be like a major correction. That would be like this type of bear market that we went through, which I do classify as a mini bear. And who knows, maybe we get more of these like mini bear markets within a longer sort of up only trend. You just have to zoom out, and that's the thing that's important. I want to look at this on the weekly. This, I think, was the most obvious of the reversals. And this is pretty much what I was tweeting about more than anything. If you just look at this candle, this is a classic gravestone doji. And a gravestone doji is a reversal doji that usually when we put this in, where we close exactly sort of where we started and we lose all that momentum. And we went up, and then we close that candle that looks like that. We're most likely going to come down and we're going to reverse for a little bit of a bear, not a bear, but a sell-off correction. And you can kind of see like this is also the same similar type of doji, and that it just signals a reversal. So we kind of sold off. We didn't really know where we were going. We were going to sell off again, but this kind of symboled a reversal, even though it was a gravestone. Yeah, and we also have dragonfly dojis. If you look for dojis that look like this usually is a good thing, because as you can see, we sold down and we closed right around where we were the previous week. And, the bulls really helped us out. They pushed us all the way back up from that sell-off. And then you can see that was like the signal for the run up. And so maybe we see, this was a dragonfly right here, but it's after a run up. So usually these dojis just signal reversals. And even though we went up, it's still counted as a reversal for this whole trend here. So this was kind of like one last blow off, and then bam, because of these reversal dojis. So maybe we look for a doji like this, a dragonfly down here, or maybe, somewhere else. But that's sort of how you can tell on the weekly, most likely, where we're going to do some reversal. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Maybe I'll just give you guys an update on like what I think about NFTs right now, because I think that this is sort of the opportunity where, you might want to position yourself in some NFTs to be able to, to ride out this little correction, because I think that NFTs after this liquidation phase, if we go into a little bit longer of a sustained correction, the gas fees are going to be lower because we might be going sideways and down. So Ethereum is sort of a little bit lower fees. People get less interested in trading. And so that actually helps NFTs because, you know, there's less gas fees. So people are able to move things around. They're able to purchase things. And then also that everything's priced in ETH. So when ETH goes down, people that are coming in with cash and need to buy ETH to buy NFTs are going to be able to buy at lower prices. So a few that I think are still underrated, I would say our Atom Bomb Squad. I love these. I purchased a few recently, this and this one. These are the two that I got like at the beginning. I got lucky on those. And then, you know, but a lot of these are still selling for like 0.15, 0.16. You just have to like have a good eye for it. You just have to sort of understand, like, does this look good? I was actually able to negotiate with someone on Twitter for this bomb. I only had to pay like 0.2 ETH for it. And really, I mean, I think the person needed the money. So I kind of might have helped him out, but you know, he had a price at 0.3. It probably should have been priced at like 0.5 or 0.7 or something. But you can see sort of just going through some of these. I still think, I mean, this is the thing about this, like the hundreds, right? They created the Atom Bomb Squad, and the hundreds is a brand. It's a well-recognized brand. And they've been through a bear market. They've been through ups and downs. They came back every single time stronger. So you know that this is something you can rely on, them as a company to bring you value as an NFT owner. And plus, I just think these are sick. Like, I think this one, if I had to choose one, it would probably be this guy right here. You can see that they have different traits. This is a pure atom, I believe. So anyone that are just like normal, sorry, that's not one, but normal bombs are more sort of sought after. You can see sort of getting one there, here. But I guess another one I would, you know, any of the Roy atoms, I think are underpriced if they're going to be selling that low. That's Roy Lichtenstein, who's like a famous pop artist from the past. Let's see if the other one I was looking at is still there, but you can also obviously use rarity tools. Any of the Paisleys, see the Paisley pattern backgrounds. That's like where the hundreds got its like name started. So that's kind of like a historic item, in my opinion. So you kind of have to like look, and a lot of these, they all have a story behind them. The backgrounds all have a story, the colors, everything has a story, and it's all told through the history books. This is underpriced. This is like a baseball atom. So, you know, you can kind of go through them and just check out like which ones might be underpriced. This one's pretty sweet. That's definitely underpriced. I'm surprised that's there. I like this one. I like that background a lot. It's the one that I have. Another baseball with a pure background. Some of the pure backgrounds are going for a lot. This one's actually sweet. What is that? What is this? Let's check this one out. These backgrounds are sweet. I don't know. I don't even know what this like scribble writing is. I don't even think I've ever seen that. It's called Andy Adam. And Andy Warhol, pop art perspective on advertising and celebrity culture influenced much of streetwear visuals over the generations. Warhol and graphic t-shirts have another thing in common, however. They both legitimize silkscreen printing as a veritable art form. The Andy Bomb is a homage to Warhol's legacy within silk screening. Ooh, I love that background too. This is a tough one. Man, this is one that I would look at, to be honest, because it's paying tribute to him, and I love these backgrounds. And the story of the background, something to do with Supreme, boring solids, t-shirt based brands. Oh, okay. So it's a skyline. It's supposed to be like a skyline. So when you draw it upside down, I guess it's like a skyline pattern. That's really cool. That's a really cool one. That's gonna make me. So anyway, another one I was looking at was the Smiles. So Smiles VRs. This art is insane. You can actually zoom up on this and you can see like the detail on it is like unbelievable. You can even see like a little bit of tread on the shoes. You have the bottom, the shininess of the shoes. You have the pattern of the pants, the hippie pants. I mean, everything is just flawless. You look at the tread on the wheels, like the little like shade on the wheels. Everything about this is just unbelievable in my opinion. So that's another one I was looking at. I bought it, obviously. And he's on like a record, and because of that, he has like the horns playing the music out of his like back or whatever. And they have a really good team. This guy is a 21-year-old artist. You know, they're going places. I think this is going to be like a cartoon series or like a show or something. We'll see what happens. Obviously, Unchained Monkey, I've talked about that before, but this is actually a project that is about basically helping the environment, doing good things for, you know, education for kids, for, you know, they're actually creating a NFT marketplace called MetaGood, which is actually going to bring on charitable organizations to create NFTs for charity. And they're going to be the head of it, and basically owning an Unchained Monkey is sort of like owning a share in this this process. And as you can see, I am actually trying to sell it right now. But if it doesn't work out, that's fine. Obviously, I'm very bullish. I would never sell this for less than like 2 ETH. For how rare it is. It has the stick mouth with the cross. I think the cheapest one for sale of those is like 2.65. So anything below that is probably a deal, and someone's probably going to snag it. So we'll see what happens. But and then lastly is like Stoner Cats. This is obviously a project created by Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher, Orchard Farms Production, which is going to be creating NFT animation series, supporting independent artists to create NFT series. And this is going to have 3 seasons, and you actually need to own a Stoner Cat to watch the 3 seasons. There's stars like Chris Rock, Jane Fonda, Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher, Vitalik, Buterin, Seth MacFarlane. So the cast is insane. And actually recently, Gary Vee did a voiceover, or sorry, he became one of the characters in the series, which just this second episode just aired yesterday. So Gary Vee bought up a bunch of Stoner Cats, and he actually, I think, gave them away yesterday. So the floor obviously went a lot higher. It's around like 0.4 now. It's still something that I think like is going to be a historic NFT, where you can look back and sort of be like, this was the first like animated series that went, you know, viral, and maybe one day they'll sell it to Netflix or something. They'll sell it to like, you know, a TBS, because Mila and Seth MacFarlane have that connection. And then it's on TV. Like, who knows? I mean, it's actually that good. I've watched it. It's obviously, you know, produced and written sort of by like Mila and the crew. And so these people are like, you know, professionals, and they're hilarious. It's actually about a lady who has like early onset dementia, who needs marijuana to help her addiction, or sorry, help her Alzheimer's. And these cats like end up getting high from her weed, and then they're like tripping out, and they can talk and like walk and stuff. And so it's really cool. Obviously the creator of Ethereum's in it. It's insane, really, when you think about it. So that's another one. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. All these NFTs could go to zero. You know, you just have to understand, like, these are the, you know, pretty risky. You know, I think the atom bombs are more like just investing in art itself. So I personally, as you can see, I have some atom bombs list like up here. I have my Unchained Monkey, my Stoner Cat in the background, and those are, you know, it's because I believe in those. And even if I sold my Unchained Monkey for like 2 ETH, that's still going to be really memorable for me. So I'm going to keep it. and be like, hey, someone gave me, you know, potentially in the future $200,000 for this JPEG of a monkey. So anyway, so hopefully you guys got something out of the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, like the video, and I will see you next time.